Storytide and Harper Audio present I Killed the King by Rebecca Mix and Andrea Hanna, performed by Dan Bittner. For Sam and Violet, you can read this one. And for Aunt Diane and Uncle Dusty, because you've read every book I've written, even the terrible ones. Pantheon of the Divine 12. The builder and the lover, the huntress, the dreamer, the gardener, the historian, the sage, the arbiter, the mystic, the shifter, the courier, the weaver, and removed from record. Chapter 1. The King. King Costis has miscalculated. Voices rumble from below as Costis strides through the modest stone halls of Castle Avendell. It's an old building, older than the Vernival lineage itself. As a boy, he dreamed of replacing the floors with shining marble, like that mad fool to the south did before he declared war and brought all of Costis's plans to ruin. Had he more time, Costis would have redone the grounds next, ripped up his mother's gardens, replaced them with saplings of oak, cedar, and elm, something to withstand the approaching chaos, something to last. But that was before, when Costis had assumed his reign would span decades. Now he'll be lucky to see dawn. In his mind's eye, he sees the cause of his dread, curled on his pillow, petals damp, a single winter lily. Costis shudders and hurries around a corner. Gaudy silk banners wave overhead. Green and red, representing Avendell and Istellia's patron gods, twined together in a unity braid, celebrating an end to their devastating 10-year war. The treaty signing is scheduled for dawn, and it's the whole point of this ball Costis can't afford. Invite merchants, noblemen, and diplomats to witness before every dead and sleeping god that Avendell and Istellia have finally, impossibly, agreed to peace. It will all be for nothing now. At the castle gate, guests arrive, nobles, performers, and scholars in their finest livery, pouring in like hungry ants. Costis ought to greet the new arrivals, but any one of them could be the enemy. He cannot risk it. When the pastry chef approaches, Costis flinches and stumbles back, but she only wants to know if he'd like raspberries or blueberries placed on the lemon tarts. Behind her, two servants rush to the windows, breath fogging the glass. "Look," one says. "Snow! This late in spring?" Costis walks faster. Two guards are posted outside his private chambers. They snap to attention, and Costis hesitates, comparing their faces to the scrawny orphans he plucked from poverty 10 years back. He can't help but notice the swords at their hips and the muscle cording their forearms. They look as Costis remembers, he thinks. Costis clears his throat. "You're dismissed." The guards frown. They glance at each other, at their king, then back to the door. Costis forces himself to smile. "They've just finished the lemon tarts. Get some before the prince pinches them all for himself." After another moment's hesitation, they bow and murmur gratitude. Costis steps aside, turning so they cannot access his unprotected back. He waits as the thuds of their boots fade. No danger from the guards, then. Costis places his palm on the goldenrod handle. He knew this day would come. His job now is to buy what time he can, for his country and for his son. He opens the door. 5 young faces turn toward him. Costis examines them. There's the Evercraft healer, with his tired face, haunting eyes, and single black bead gleaming on the golden chain hanging from his neck. Next to him is the Istellian princess, her dark hair braided into...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?